Lately, I've been seeing a lot of what I'm calling AI elitism and posturing, and it's not okay. These are things like I can totally tell when X, Y, and Z is AI and everybody hates it, or if you don't have these latest 18 N8N Claude workflows, then you're going to be part of the a permanent underclass, and people like me won't. Or Gemini X, Y, and Z is totally better, and if you normies are still using Chat GPT, then X, Y, and Z. And uh, I want to look you in the eye right now, or the camera, and say that taking this attitude and approach, particularly on LinkedIn, is where I'm seeing it the most, is not only not helpful to you and your personal growth or the growth of your business, but it's bad for society. And I'm here to offer a better way. So, do I let off steam and share my disappointment in the current landscape of discourse around AI? Yeah, I would say so. Yet I would also say that the bulk of my time is not spent complaining or discouraging others. And so really you have to take a look inward and say, if what I'm doing is trying to determine what bad content is or looks like, or discourage other people from utilizing tools that are making their situation, which you yourself have no idea about the context of, why am I doing that? Why am I spending my time and energy and money on discouraging others, sharing things I'm dissatisfied with, instead of instructing those people on a better way, figuring out what's going on in my subconscious that's making me have such a strong adverse reaction to these people, instead of to the root cause, or to the thing that is contributing negatively to society, which is perfectly fine. And I actually enjoy when people speak out about certain things. And instead, have some intellectual curiosity, some empathy, and some self awareness. And I think in doing that, you'll find that most of what you would want to talk about, most of your conversations, most of your content that you post would be a lot more generous and constructive, and see the world and others through a lens of compassion. And what I'm seeing right now is not that. And I don't know the reason, whether it's ego or fear. I think some people are projecting their own fears onto others about what this technology will mean to them, which is completely reasonable, by the way. What I just said includes, I'm really worried about this technology because it's atrophying my ability to think critically. And I'm seeing a lot of examples of that that make me uncomfortable. I don't know if I've ever seen a post like that. What I see is, here are 852 signs that I can tell that your content was written by AI and you're a piece of garbage and everything that's wrong. Wrong energy. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. And again, a public service announcement to really step back and consider why you're about to criticize somebody for using a piece of technology, why it's so important to you to posture that you know that technology maybe a little bit more than some people in your immediate circle. And if you're putting things out into the world that make it a better place or society, more often than you're putting things that tear others down. Just something to consider today, food for thought. And as always, I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Cheers.